Okay, so I just want to do a little orientation of the course homepage. And on the course homepage is where you will be doing most of your submitting of essays and the discussion forums. So I want you to be very comfortable using the online platform for the course. So I've set mine to student right now. So this is basically what yours should look like. Um, Here is your course email. So if I click into that, you can add your message and then you pick who you want to send an email to. So I don't have all the students listed. If I wanted to send to myself, you would click on the person you want to submit your message to, write in your subject, and then here you could ask the question to your instructor and then push send. But you'll have access to all of the students in the course through that as well. So you're selecting who you want to email to, but that's one way of communicating with me. The other, you could ask the instructor forum. So in this one, you can ask, and you could ask me a question and everybody can see what you're asking. So maybe if you have a topic or a question that you think you want an answer to, like when is the final exam, or um, you know, can you explain MLA citation or something like that, you can add a discussion topic under this Ask Your Instructor forum, and everybody in the class can see and see my response to your question. The English 100 chat room, I have to update this information, but it'll be Tuesdays and Thursdays, and you'll be able to log in, and then it'll ask you to enter the chat, and then it shows me here, and if you log in, it'll show your name there, and you should be able to, just ask a question in there, and you'll get a real-time response as long as I'm looking at the chat at the same moment that you're writing your response. Okay, and then down here, this is your introduction. So this first week, you have a course orientation, and this basically just tells you, what to do for this first week, what to look at, things to review. It asks you to email me, but you can do that if you'd like, and just to practice, that's fine. If you choose not to, and if you're comfortable using the email, then you don't necessarily have to send me an email, but I'll reply to you if you do. And then in this first introduction, there's an introductory lecture. This is a little book, so this means these are the lectures for that week, and there's different chapters. So I'll be posting videos in each of these chapters of this introductory lecture. And you can find all the materials in there. You can find the syllabus, and then here's the Introduce Yourself forum. So this is where I want you to, within the first week or so, just tell me a little bit about yourself. And you can just click on Add a New Discussion Topic, and then give me a subject. It could be hello, or whatever it is you want to say to your classmates, and then give me a little bit of information about yourself, and then you can post to the forum. And this forum will be open to everybody in the class, so whatever you post, make sure that it's, you don't mind sharing it with everybody who can read it. Your first unit, so our first unit starts on the 9th of January, and it's about short stories, and you can see some of the pictures here about the short stories that we're reading. The instructions for Unit 1 are there. So it gives you a little bit of overview, a list of things that you can do within this first unit. Read the short stories, watch the video lectures, add to your discussion forum, submit essay 1. These are some options. You can review sentence grammar and you can review essay writing basics. So I'm not making those mandatory, but that's if you choose to review those things, you can. In the introduction lecture book, you can look at all of the course readings that we'll be doing for this unit and get a little overview. So for each one of these short stories, you'll find videos that I've posted. Some of them have been recorded earlier for a different class, so some of the material I talk about may or may not apply to this one, but you can just ignore that if it's not in the syllabus. But yeah, you can watch the videos. Some of them will be longer than others. This one comes with a short film, so that's kind of fun. And I have study questions for each of these stories that you don't have to submit them, but for the discussion forum, if you could pick one of these questions and answer it in your response, that would be one of, a great way to use the discussion forum in a very useful way. So again, you get the video lectures, and you get a bunch of study questions that'll help you understand the story, and then you can also answer one of these in the discussion forum. So let's take a look at the discussion forum for this first unit. So here's your Unit 1 discussion forum. Once you've been selected into, or you'll be put into a group by me, you'll have the option to click on and select add your topic. I won't let me in because I'm not a group member, but you guys shouldn't have any problems clicking and adding a new discussion topic. And only your group members will be able to see your topic or your response. So you're going to pick one. So there's some options here. You can answer one or more of the study discussion questions given to you in the lectures, but if you didn't want to answer a question, you could also pick a quotation from one of the short stories and sort of explain it in your own words and tell me what's important about that quotation. So you kind of have a couple of options in shaping your forum response. But I don't expect more than 250 words maximum, so make sure they're like just a well-developed paragraph. And then you'll be able to click reply to any of your classmates' responses and reply to their response and give your interpretation or your ideas. So you're responsible for posting a response, but also for replying to a classmate's response. And altogether, each forum is worth 4 marks. So that's, it does add up, so you want to make sure that you're contributing before the cutoff. And you'll notice that the cutoffs do tell you when they are closed down. So Sunday, January 22nd, 2017, this discussion forum will close off. I do want to point you in the direction of these resources. So if you are, want some extra guidance in essay writing, there are some good overviews that I've given for what an essay could look like, or just how to write a paragraph, and thesis statements, adding quotations. So if you want more information about, how to write a thesis, there's some information on the course homepage for this. So that's something that you can do as well. It's optional, but I would recommend, refreshing your memory if you haven't written an essay in a while. And then there's the Turnitin. So this is whenever you've seen this little arrow paper symbol, this is where you're going to turn in your essay. So that's why it's called Turnitin. So this is where you're submitting your essay for the course, for this unit. So for essay number 1, I think this is an old assignment, but I'll update this. But you can click in it and you'll get a nice overview, some questions, and then you'll see your name listed, or you'll submit paper here where it says the little arrow, and then it will allow you to sort of drag and drop the file, your file. Usually it's a Word document. Okay, so if I wanted to submit my essay, I would give it a title. So I'm calling it Essay 1, or you could call it your name, Justine's essay. And then you can drag and drop the file here. So if I had an essay that I wanted to submit, I would just drag and drop the file here, and it would show up there once I clicked Add Submission. So that's basically all you need to do to upload your file. So just to review, click in the Turnitin app and then scroll down. You should see something that says Submit Paper. Click the little arrow with the cloud and arrow, and then that's where you will upload your file. So it should allow you to upload most file formats, but I would prefer if you wrote your essays as Word docs, not PDFs. Just it makes it easier for me to comment on them and evaluate them that way. So I'll resubmit your assignment after it's been marked, and you should get a little email saying your essay has been submitted, or your essay has been resubmitted if I've resubmitted it for you with my grades on it. And then if you ever click back into Turnitin, you should be able to see the graded paper as well. So once it's uploaded, it'll show your name or the name of the essay, and then it'll have whether an originality report it will also give you. So it might give you a little percentage, like 15%. That's just the originality report that it's doing, that compares your paper to papers that already exist on the internet. So it's just another little measure that we have to guard against plagiarism, basically. Okay, so that's a little bit of Turnitin. And as the course goes on, more and more units will open up, and they'll all appear at the bottom of the page. We'll do one on poetry and drama and the graphic novel and the education of Agni Marasti. But you can just sort of go through these different features for each unit in your own time, basically. So you have kind of like from the 9th to the 22nd to complete the basics, which are, you must submit your paper, you must contribute to the discussion forum, but some of these other things like the essay lectures are kind of optional if you want to review those basics. Or this grammar lesson is, again, always handy to refresh your grammar, but it's again optional for you to complete it, so it won't be graded. But if you did want to submit it and get my feedback, that's fine as well. So it's kind of up to you. There's a literary term self-quiz as well, so If you want to refresh your memory about some literary key terms, what is symbolism, what is a metaphor, you can also do that self-quiz. So again, it's not graded, but it's an optional way for you to study for the course. Okay, so that's basically, just play around with it, get comfortable with the online course homepage, um, and you'll be able to easily navigate the information of the course this way. And I would recommend, logging in here. Not that these things will change much from what they look like now, but just to make sure that maybe you want to log into the discussion forum and see what other people have written already, or you want to read what the essay instructions are by clicking and Turnitin ahead of that date. So you can find, important information on here. Okay, and if you have any questions about course homepages, feel free to email me.